Hello, today I am going to show you how to work on API gateway, Lambda function in Python and DynamoDB. So for this, first login AWS account. I have already logged in AWS account. Now create a table, DynamoDB table. So I am creating it. Create table, table name. Suppose table name is student STUD and part you have to give a partition key, primary key, and the suppose primary key is stu student id. Okay, and type of the primary key is string. So create table has been created. Here you can see student. Now the next step is create a lambda function using Python. So before creating a lambda function, we need to do something in IAM. We need to, I'm showing you. First we have to create a policy. So here policy, create policy. In policy use the select the service. My service is, because I am going to work on DynamoDB, so DynamoDB action all resources, all resources. This is optional, so I am skipping this. Review policy, name the policy. Suppose I am giving the policy name DynamoDB all. Create policy. Now policy has been created. Okay, entity already exists, DynamoDB all policy. Now policy has been created. Yeah. Now we need to create a role, so that I'm clicking on role and create role. Here I'm creating role for lambda function. So lambda, next permission, and next search the policy which we have created. Our policy was DynamoDB all policy. This is optional step, so I am skipping this. The next is name, role name DynamoDB all role. Whatever you can give, whatever you want. My role is created. So next step is creating a lambda function using Python. So for this, go in services, type lambda, create function, order from scratch. We are going to create from scratch. Here student lambda, student lambda. Okay, and the Python 3.6, and the choosing here we have created role. So selecting role, choose an existing role, and the role is Dynamo all role. which we have created just before. Create function. Congratulations, Lambda. Okay. Now here you have to focus on handler. Here look, lambda function is this lambda function, and the method, this is the method lambda handler method, because we need to connect to DynamoDB. So we need to import photo 3. I'm showing you the photo 3 documentations. DynamoDB, creating new item. Look, first imported photo 3. Next, um, this command DynamoDB photo 3 resource. So I'm copying and pasting it to here. DynamoDB photo 3, and the next is to creating a table, because we are using DynamoDB, so we have photo 3 resource DynamoDB. Now after for creating a table equal DynamoDB dot table, the table name I have student, table name student, so I'm copying it student table name. I need to do the post request, so just a minute. The post request here, uh, here it is the post request, creating new item. So copy it from here, item event equal, sorry, item equal to event, and in return body give some code, and code 200 message something student has been inserted. Okay, now save it. Finally, now we need to create a API gateway. Creating API gateway. So API gateway. Create API. We are working for REST. So REST and new API. API name is student API 2, because I have already created one. So we need to 2, and this will endpoint type original. Create API. Now I have to create a resource. Resource name student. Create resource. Sorry. Student API. Create API. Sorry. Okay. student create. Now the create a method. Method type is post method. Okay. No. Here you have to give the function name, lambda function name. Our lambda function name is student lambda. So give the student lambda function. Select and add permission for lambda function. Okay. So we have created our lambda. Now check lambda function if it is showing correct. So it is showing the same as we have created. Now back to here and test my lambda function. Go to test. Here in request body you have to enter the name of the primary key. Okay, primary key, this is the primary key and type of this student. So in API gateway first the primary key, and because it's type was student, so I'm giving a value, suppose anything 101 plus 101. Next student name, and its value is suppose Anuj. Student location Bihar. Now test it. Look, student has been inserted. So check to database items. Here student has been inserted. Student ID 101, location Bihar, and student name Anuj. Now I'm showing you to how to deploy it. So go to API gateway, action, deploy API, deployment stage, new stage, and stage name. Suppose anything dev and development path. Anything. Here we have post method, so using post. Now copy this link and open Postman. Please taking time. Yeah, it's open. Enter the URL here. Enter here the URL which I have copied. Just this is the URL. So enter here. This is the, and I'm using the post method. So post, write in body student ID, student ID, student ID is 1 2 3 4 5. student name Aman, phone was 98764. So send. Here also student has been inserted. So no error, not check into database. Refresh. Look, student 12345 has been inserted. Name is student with phone number. Okay, thank you.